Oh, hey guys. Hey internet. Oh, hello internet. Thanks so much for joining me in this leg workout. Happy Saturday if you get Saturday off. So as you can see here, I'm starting with my favorite movement, wearing my all-time favorite color. My Hatfield squats did 150 pounds times 12. Did 165 pounds times 10 and 175 pounds times 8. So still plugging along. Then I did my Bulgarian Hatfield SSB split squats. And so I did 95 pounds times 2 sets of 8. Definitely very noticeable that my right leg feels a lot weaker. Like I feel like I could way outnumber the number of reps on the left side. It feels very easy, very natural. And then when I go to do the right side, I don't think it's necessarily that leg is like weaker. I think it's because there's some tightness twisting that's sort of pulling and making it harder in that regard. So, and I honestly think it could be the hip flexor on the other side. So the leg that's doing great, feeling strong during the sets, is messing up the other leg. Anyways, that's what I think. But I mean, I still get the same number of reps. It's just way harder to do it on the other side. Way more unpleasant. Then I did my hack squats. I did 4 sets of my hack squats just because I'm so bad at them. I'm very weak and I want to kind of catch up. So it's like I literally do 50 pounds on my hack squat machine, and I do it till I can't get one more rep. It's not like I'm babying myself. It's just that if I added weight, and I have tried, and I stop at the bottom and literally have to climb out of it. At least I know that's very safe to fail on this machine. But yeah, I can't get stronger at that. I mean, I will at some point, but right now it's still a very new movement to me. Then I just did my SSB good mornings for a few sets. Still very weak at those as well. And finished off with my 45-degree hyper, back extension, whatever, as well as lying leg curls and my seated calf raise not pictured in this video. So, I mean, once again, it was a fantastic session. I had really great energy, had a lot of sleep last night, and a decent amount of rest between leg days. Sometimes my leg days are a little bit too close together, and my legs just permanently feel exhausted and tired, and the second they stop feeling exhausted and tired, then I'm about to hit them with another leg workout. But in this situation, my other leg day was on the Easter Monday, and then didn't do it again till Saturday. So that's a much longer stretch than I usually do. So felt quite fresh, felt pretty good. Didn't really feel like I was, getting overly fatigued during the session, though I'm sure it will catch up to me a little bit later in the day, or maybe even tomorrow as well. Anyways, with that said, wondering how everybody's week went, because you know what, this week was awesome. This work was just really great this week. I know I said in a few videos ago, that I've been having some paranoia that I'll get fired, and not being able to be very mindful and just enjoying what I have in this moment, because I like it too much, and so that I fear it will be taken away from me, or that happiness has always been so fleeting that, just when is the other shoe going to drop? Because things are so good, it means that, of course, they have to turn bad at some point, and that I expect that point is right around the corner. So I just haven't been able to enjoy it as much because I'm just so afraid of when it's going to go away. But this week, some of that paranoia started to subside, and I'm thankful. I hope that continues. I hope that this is the more permanent state now. I've just been, I don't know, feeling really good, feeling good about my interactions, feeling like I'm finally kind of getting the hang of some things, and things are starting to be less like, okay, what am I doing here? I have no idea how to do my job. I'm so confused. I'm really over. I didn't feel that as much this week. It was like, yeah, I remember how to do this. I remember how to do this. And just overall, I'm just enjoying my life, my existence, and my day. And that's, it's such a great feeling. And like I said to you guys before, like I've talked about this vacation here that I've booked, and that never in my life have I, done this, been able to do this. And it's not like I've never had a job with vacation time before. It's that before, when I had these jobs, I had to use my vacation one day at a time, because I would look at a work week, I would look at a month and be like, hey, I have no idea, like the mentality of I don't know how to survive a full 5-day work week, because it was just too daunting to me, because I hated it so much. It was like every hour, just extreme awareness of the hell that I was in every minute of every day. And then doing that 5 days in a row, I couldn't fathom that. So I would try to structure my days off one at a time. Like I'd take off a random Tuesday, and then maybe the next week would have a stat holiday. And then, maybe there would be a sick day in the third week. Like if I could go through a whole month without a single sick day, I would pat myself on the back like I was doing great, because I just didn't know how to like make it through my life. And obviously I don't feel at all like that at all. I don't at the beginning of the day, there's the Monday anxiety or whatever. It's very, very minor. It's like 1 minute, and then I get lost in what I'm doing. I don't feel like, oh my gosh, how am I going to make it through this day? My anxiety is so unbearable. How long can I hold off until I call in sick? I just feel like I don't know if I'll ever need a sick day. I mean, I don't. At some point, I will actually get sick. I don't get sick very often. But I think honestly, even if I had a bad case of insomnia, I wouldn't even need to call in, because it's not so awful, and it's such, I don't know, this is not something I've ever experienced in my life, being able to actually save my vacation for a vacation. And, I guess I've kind of been mentioning this, maybe a little bit redundant at this point. It's just that sometimes I just can't believe that this is happening to me. I can't believe that I get to finally live a life that I don't want to not live, or like don't know how I'm even going to live, because the anxiety is so bad every waking moment. Like just it's like survival is what it's been. And maybe that sounds dramatic, because it's not like I'm, in a war, fighting in a war, or like living in extreme poverty. So I don't mean it, obviously I don't mean it in that sense, but with severe anxiety and depression, sometimes it's just, you really don't know how to live your existence. And I don't have to feel that. And it's incredible to me. And I know that, if people have been following my channel, I think that I know for a fact that there's people that follow this channel and watch my videos that have depression, probably also have anxiety. And I know for a fact that there's people watching these videos that are down on their luck right now, that are having hard seasons of their life, or having a tough go at it right now. And that maybe they found my channel when I was also having a tough go at it, and they could relate to it. Maybe they subscribed because they could relate to it, and they felt comforted or less alone, that there's people out there that even on the outside, in terms of showing these workouts and showing these fitness, almost as if it appears that I have things together, but seeing that truly underneath that I didn't. And I think that helps some people, because you don't know. Lots of times with social media, where it's, the highlight reel of everybody's life, you feel bad about your own life, because everybody's showing all this amazing stuff. They're having such a great time, and you're not. And I think that some people liked and appreciated and felt comforted by the fact that I was like, hey, everything sucks. I'm miserable. And, I don't want to lose those people, because now maybe they can't relate to me. But I hope that in a different way, seeing it in a different light of that, it's that, wow, somebody had a real shit go of it. My whole last year was awful. Awful. Right from the beginning, it was awful, and it didn't get better. It didn't get better up until the end. It didn't get better until February of this year, March of this year, when I got this job. And it's not like before that it was any great shakes either. Again, it was just living, trying to survive from day to day. And so it was a shit go. And, at this point, as shitty as it was, and as much depression as I have had in my life, if I really did sum it up, I could say that it's like 90% depression. Not that I could, put that into words as a kid, but I had severe anxiety as a kid. Couldn't go to school because I was being bullied, had to start homeschooling, all that kind of stuff. So you take the sum of my life, I'm not even just talking about the past few years. The sum of my life is that most of it has been spent in depression, and pretty bad depression at that. And I don't have it right now. And so I think a lot of people that, where it does seem to be the bulk of your life, you do think it will always be your life, and that you can't see another side of it. And that's what makes it so hard in the first place, is that when you're in it, you have it because you don't think it will ever end. If you were in it and thought it would end, you probably wouldn't really be in it, if that makes sense. And that I hope that Because I had those thoughts, of course, is that it's always going to be bad. It's always going to be awful. I'm never going to have the things I want. I'm never going to know what happiness feels like. That doesn't go away. And I want to tell those people that are in that shitstorm that I'm proof that it does go away, even if it does feel like it takes up 90% of your life. So thanks for listening, everybody. Bye.